show to listen.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Kyle the Pug Sports Review Show, episode number 15. I know it's been a while since we've been doing a show for you guys here on the Kyle the Pug Sports channel, but we are back, we are live, and we are ready to give out the 3 topics of the day that are the hot topics in the sports world. So, like I said, welcome to Kyle the Pug Sports Review Show, episode number 15. Now, hold on, before I get started, let me slow down here for a second. I do have a new Twitter page for my sports channel, and I will link it in the description below so you guys can go check it out. Follow me on that page. It's KTP Sports 209. I tried to fit Kyle the Pug Sports in there. It ran out of characters. It just kind of sucks, but, you know, I abbreviated, so it's whatever. So, but like I said, go follow the link in the description below and just follow me on Twitter today. And don't forget to follow me on my regular account as well, Kyle the Pug. So, anyways, I'm Kyle the Pug, aka Kyle Lodi. Great of you people to have you here on the show, listening for like the next 30 minutes of your time. And of course, my partner is here, Cowboy Nick, as well.
Yeah, Cowboy Nick. Don't need a dog, Cowboy Nick. It's all you folks out there who can't. So I'm still thinking of the 4th of July. Okay, please stop lighting off fireworks and go and get back to work because the fireworks are literally.
They ended 2 weeks ago. They ended 2 weeks ago.
All over the place are getting drilling by people who are still lighting off fireworks. Okay, 4th of July is over. Okay.
It ended 2 weeks ago.
Time to get ready for Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now let's get on with that and stop lighting off fireworks.
All right, so that being said, let's get on with the show. So for today's show, we're going to have Steven Strasburg being handed his first loss of the season. And we're going to talk about Kyrie Irving and his journey to go on to the USA Olympic basketball team and how it's starting right away. But right now, we're going to get to like a shocking news story that happened at least like a couple hours ago. And it's a really sad story to think about, too. So Dennis Green, who coached the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals over 13 NFL seasons, he died Thursday night at the age of 67. And he passed away due to complications of cardiac arrest. And Green's Vikings made 8 playoff appearances in 10 seasons from 1992 to 2001, reaching the NFC Championship game in 1998 and 2000. And then he led the Vikings to a 15-1 regular season record in 1998 and ranked second in franchise history in games coached, wins, and winning percentages, trailing Hall of Fame coach Bud Grant in each category. And this is what his family said about him, and I will say this, and I quote, "Again, Dennis passed away last night from complications of cardiac arrest. His family was by his side, and he fought hard. And Denny made his mark in ways far beyond being an outstanding football coach, and he mentored countless players and served as a father figure for the men he coached. Denny founded the Vikings Community Tuesday program, which is a critical initiative that is now being implemented across the entire NFL. He took great pride in helping assistant coaches advancing their careers, and his legacy as one of the first African American head coaches in both the college level and the NFL was also transformative," unquote. So, Cowboy Nick, what are your thoughts on this tragedy of what happened with him?
Well, it's a great loss to have this happen, but when you look at it, from what I've heard from a lot of other people telling me as well, they didn't have a lot of stress when going from Minnesota to Arizona to coach the Cardinals, because the Cardinal organization when he got there was basically a crap organization, and he turned it into something. But when you go from coaching a team that's okay to a team that's kind of like crap, it does make you push your limits. And with him, he pushed himself too hard and too far, and all of a sudden you get like, it happens. But the fact is, yes, it is a loss that we have lost him. He will be missed. A lot of people, not just advantage of the team. It's going to be a big loss in the NFL. And
especially for the people around him, too, that looked up to him.
And do I think he deserves a chance to get into the NFL Hall of Fame? I do. Because he did a lot of things in the NFL. And he did do a lot of things for both Minnesota and Arizona. And when you look at it, look at what he did with Minnesota. He took a team that wasn't disciplined at all and turned them into something more. And then you look at what he did in Arizona. He took a team that was low in the dirt and brushed off the dirt, cleaned them up, and look at them, and look what he's made them into now.
Exactly. So Mike Tice, who served on Green's staff in Minnesota and succeeded him as head coach, called Green a, quote, great motivator of men. Great teacher of coaches, excellent eye for talent, and I haven't seen Denny in years, but I find himself quoting, and in a quote, this as well, plan your work and work your plan. He taught me a lot, unquote.
But you look at, I'm just saying like this, you look at him, and you see a lot of his old videos, yes, he was, in fact, a great motivator. You would see him on the sidelines all the time arguing with refs and officials all the time. What was it in 2000, if I remember, in 2006, I think he was thrown out of, 14 games, and they were all at home.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of 2006, I would best remember Dennis Green has one of his moments where they gave the not honorable, but like the most memorable post-game interview when the Arizona Cardinals, you remember when the Arizona Cardinals blew a 20-0 halftime lead against the Chicago Bears on Monday Night Football. And that was in 2006, though, too, as I mentioned before. So basically, they're best be remembered for is they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook, plain and simple. So that is probably, you were speaking about 2006, so I can't believe it's been like over a decade since that happened.
Oh yeah, but you look at it. You look at what he did to do it, and it's like you look at him and it's like, God, I don't want to mess with him. You know, he is one of those guys. You would see. I remember watching Cardinal games, and you would see him on the sideline with his headphones off, screaming at officials on the sideline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no question.
Just for the fact that the tackle didn't happen here, it happened here. And you would see him just freaking out. He was like a pit bull on a leash chasing after a chihuahua.
So,
he was just one of those guys. Like, you see the assistant coaches holding him back. If they let him go, he would have gone, like when like on that show when America's it'd be on that show like when everything that was wrong kind of program where he would just like you see him just running over and you see him have like that look of that one guy off of Happy Gilmore like I won't take your shooter and he would just he was a big guy.
All right. Okay. So back to Denny Green here really quick. So Kurt Warner, who joined the Cardinals in 2005, obviously, he tweeted his thoughts on Green's death. So this is what he said, and I quote, "My heart goes out to the family of my former coach, Denny Green. We lost a good man way too soon." And that was Kurt Warner's tweet. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree with that, but the fact is, he will always be the coach that everyone knows. You're gonna see him, his wife, and everything hit that gold jacket. His family's gonna have that forever.
Yeah, like there's no question that Denny Green will be a Hall of Fame coach here in the sometime, like maybe in a couple of years from now, if he's not already in there. But if he's not in there, then I'm quite shocked that he's not in there yet.
Yeah, exactly. I would think this year, before the season starts, I would present his wife with the jacket in his name.
Yeah, or maybe like build a statue like in Minnesota or somewhere, and maybe Arizona. I'm not sure, but I think more importantly though Minnesota because that's where he made his more of his moments in Minnesota.
Because you look at it, he was only coaching for Arizona. He coached Arizona for 2 years.
It was. Hold on, let me take a look one more time.
I can't remember if it was 2 years or.
Yeah, 2 to 3 years. We probably might be on that mark.
Yeah, because I know he was coaching. If I remember, like he was coaching in. It's hard to remember, like when you look back. But he was coaching Minnesota since the early '90s.
Well, yeah, and he was also named real quick, and he was also served as a head coach at Northwestern in 1981-85 and Stanford at 1989 through 91 at the collegiate level, and he was named Big Ten Coach of the Year in '82. So those are some stats for you, and once again, we are saddened by the loss of Dennis Green, incredible coach, made his presence known with Minnesota. I'm pretty sure they're going to do something in his honor by the time the season starts here in the NFL. So.
And for all people out there that think you deserve this statue, go ahead and please comment onto the links down here and just let us know what you think as well.
All right, so moving on here really quick. We are going to get to our next topic here of the day, and that's, of course, Steven Strasburg being handed his first loss of the season in the Major League Baseball 2016 season. So hopefully I can try to load this page. I don't know why this thing's acting up for some reason, but it's whatever. But anyway, okay, so here we go. So Steven Strasburg was handed his first loss of the season due to Justin Turner hitting the 2 home runs in the Dodgers 6-3 win over the Nationals. And this is actually kind of huge though too, because Steven Strasburg's start was probably one of the most winningest starts, like third most winningest starts, like behind a couple of pitchers. And we'll get to that here in a bit. So, what are your thoughts about the Dodgers, out of all teams, ending Steven Strasburg's streak?
Yeah, I thought that was just wow, and it came from a team that I never expected it to come from, and that was, of course, the Los Angeles Dodgers, and have that lady who can play the organ, and she like to keep all.
No, and this was in Washington. This was in Washington. So they did this on the road.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just stating that your team did this on the road, but it's still the fact that your team does have one of the most craziest organ players in the league history, and it's been produced like that.
All right, so this is what happened. Okay, so before we get to Strasburg here really quick, so Justin Turner, as of right now, in July, he's hitting .323 with 4 doubles, 6 home runs, and 60 RBIs in July. So catcher A.J. Ellis called the third baseman one of the Dodgers team MVPs, without a doubt. And going back to Strasburg here really quick, his first loss of the season ended his streak of winning decisions at 16. So it's Steven Strasburg's first loss since September 9th of 2015.
Yeah, and
that is incredible.
Yeah, but you know what else too? If I remember right, wasn't Justin Turner just called up too?
No, he's been around for a couple of years now with the team.
Yeah, but
from the New York Mets, who the Mets let him go, and then he signed with the Dodgers for a couple of years. And yeah, Justin Turner has been an absolute stud. He has been. He's really underrated. Nobody really ever looks at him really, and he can catch you off guard when he needs be.
You know, I noticed that a lot. Once you put on that Dodgers uniform, a new character comes out of you.
And what do you mean by a new character? Like personality-wise, or are we talking?
I mean, like you look at it, like you look at Turner before he was kind of shy, and now look at him now.
Oh, okay. So that's okay. I kind of get it now. All right. So yeah, he kind of bust out of his shell. He felt like he wasn't in his environment, and when he came to LA, then yeah, that's where he shines most. I mean, he does exceptionally well for the team. I mean, especially for the past 2 years. I mean, he's one of the Dodgers' playmakers.
Yeah, but the fact is, they won this one. But the fact is, and this is what I'm just saying in there, and I'm just going to say this right now, and this is what's scary. Is with that win, they are now 4 games under San Francisco. But the big
And surprisingly, they have been catching up.
Yeah, but the fact is, same thing with my Cardinals catching up to the Cubs. But the fact is it gonna be one of those moments where the Dodgers take it from San Francisco, or San Francisco gonna say no?
Well, here's the thing that I'm thinking right now. So obviously we're in almost late July right now, and it's starting to come to the point where there's going to be trade deadlines coming in, so you're going to probably see some players on the market, and you're probably going to look at some players and be like, where are they going to go? And the trade deadline is actually, it is coming up here very, very soon. Probably like at the end of July for that matter. So that being said, you're probably going to expect the Dodgers trying to make a move. They probably need like a bat or a pitcher now that they put Kershaw on the DL indefinitely. I don't know what indefinitely means, but he's going to be out for quite some time though. But anyways, so back to the trade deadline here really quick. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of teams in the market trying to go after, big bats, pitchers, utility setup guys, maybe a closer, stuff like that. And if you look at these teams, I mean, they're desperate to get in the playoffs. And as for the Dodgers right now, I know they're trailing the Giants, but they actually lead the wild card. But we're going to have to see where it goes from there. Plus, it's one game at a time, too.
It is, but you have to remember. You have to look at look at the standings and everything like that. When you look at the NL West, you're looking at the Battle of California as we speak. And the fact is, if the Dodgers don't get these wins, they could wind up with the wild card win. But the ultimate question is, will they make it? Will it also be a playoff?
All right, so going back to the Dodgers-Nationals game that happened, not last night, but yesterday, because the game was played in daytime. I mean, even though he didn't get the win, how about Julio Urias, though, in his performance through 4 innings, even though he didn't get the victory here? So he allowed 1 run on 5 hits, and this is a 19-year-old prospect, too. He did his job by taking care of Nationals hitters, including Daniel Murphy, Bryce Harper, and Anthony Rendon, for crying out loud. And basically what he said through an interpreter, and I quote, "I try to focus, 1 through 9 are all good batters, but we all know the type of batters that are at the heart of the order, and I try to focus and do my job," and unquote. So that's what he said through pretty much an interpreter, through a translator. So what do you think about Julio Urias' performance, even though he didn't get the win?
Well, you look at Julio Urias. He's always been he's been a good player.
He's got a bright future ahead of him too.
Yeah, and he's got that strong arm. He's really good with his pitches. He knows his pitch count. He works really well with his catcher. And the fact is this, yes, he came into the league very young, but the fact is he's performing so well.
Yeah, I hear you. So this is what happened with the injury-wise to each team. So Yasiel Puig left the game with a right hamstring tightness that occurred when he tried to leg out a grounder as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning. And, of course, Dave Roberts said he didn't know the severity of the injury, so we're going to have to keep you posted on that here really, really soon by the time, it's all said and done. So All-Star shortstop Corey Seager missed his 3rd consecutive game because of a stomach virus, and Roberts also said that Seager was feeling stronger but didn't want him playing in a full game of 90-degree heat and humidity. So kind of understandable with an illness like that. And then Ryan Zimmerman was set to start. Wait, hold on. Before you say something, I have one more thing to say. Ryan Zimmerman was set to start a rehab stint at a Class A Paddle-matic on Thursday night, but manager Dusty Baker said he'd like to keep Zimmerman playing 3 minor league games and return Tuesday in Cleveland. And Joe Ross threw a bullpen session prior to the game as well. So, that being said, your thoughts on Corey Seager, because I knew you were going to say something about him.
A stomach virus? Like, honestly, I have to say there's a stomach virus.
No, I mean, well, listen to what I said, though. It's 90-degree heat and humidity, and that kind of affects your stomach, though, in a way. Especially when it involves that kind of heat over there.
Yeah, but the fact is, what, you don't want to play because you have to take a little poo-poo? Like, what? Oh, look, there we go, the home run. Oh, shit, dude. You know, like, come on, you deal with it. You're a freaking major league ball player, man. There's ball players in the past who freaking probably had to take. That's why they ran so fast. They had to take a crap and they do ran the bases. Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Cowboy Nick has become a man-child. Well, he's always been a man-child, so he's our little man-child at heart. But on that note, we're going to be moving on here really quick. We're going to talk about some basketball, not as America's game of basketball, but the global side of basketball. So basketball has officially become a global game for like the next few months or so, and I can explain why. Especially Kyrie Irving, exactly. So he is joining the team on Team USA, and he wants to get the gold in Rio. Not very shocking here. So Kyrie Irving says Coach K calls him the one that got away because Irving's career at Duke just lasted 11 games in his freshman season before he declared for the NBA draft. So this summer, Irving is making up for lost time, committing to play for Coach K, and of course, let me excuse that for a second, and the USA basketball, despite coming off an intense calendar year that started with a 6-month rehab after knee surgery and ended with the longest NBA season imaginable, helping the Cleveland Cavaliers win the championship in a 7-game NBA Finals. So, that being said, your thoughts on Kyrie making this move?
Well, it's good. You know, he's going to be representing his country. He's going to be out there. Hopefully out there not lifting, but running and seeking and getting some good baskets for the team. Plus, he's going to be working with. He's going to be working with LeBron and all that good stuff. And after what LeBron just did, I mean, you can't underestimate LeBron James because after what he just did to Curry, making Curry cry like a bitch. That's the point, but.
All right, but this is what he said about the whole Rio situation, and I quote, "Part of me would have wanted to probably think about rest and think about what's going on, but I can rest in training camp or getting ready for the season." And that's when I quote him with him saying that too, because this is what that's what he told ESPN.com this week at Team USA training camp in Las Vegas in preparation for next month's Rio Olympics. So, and this is what he also said, and I quote, "I know the team will understand I'll be at my best no matter what. I mean, this is Coach K's last hurrah, so it's an emotional thing, and this will be our cemented championship if we come home with a gold. We got one in the World Championship in 2014. Now I want to win the gold with him, and I'm the one that got away from him, so I'm glad that we can do this," unquote. So, and this is what Coach K said about Kyrie Irving's basketball IQ. "A lot of people are smart after the game or when the game stops. He's smart while the game is going on at a high level. And then the really good ones are like that," unquote. So your thoughts on both of those comments from each person?
I agree with both those comments, but the one thing I'm hoping to see this year, especially in Rio, is the fact that is Team USA, once again, being the power dog that they are known for being, or are they going to or is one of the European or Latin American teams going to step up?
Yeah, because you're looking at a team like Team USA, you're expecting them to be the favorites to win the gold medal, but you got other teams, around the world trying to take down Team USA as well. Of course, Spain, for one example. You got Greece. You got Argentina. And you got all these other teams that are trying to take charge and take flight against Team USA. But all in all, in my opinion, I think USA is going to win one more gold medal in Coach K's career.
From what I've heard this year too, supposedly that it's going to be, from what people have been saying, it's supposedly going to be Mexico's game to beat.
Well, like I said, it's no longer America's game. It's now a global game, and especially why from that too.
Oh yeah, but when you think about it, like I'm saying, when you think about it, when someone says it's going to be Mexico's game to beat, and you're thinking of Latin America, you're thinking of a team like Mexico. Because basketball team for the past, for the longest time was known for being the crappiest team in international basketball.
Like I said, I don't think Mexico's going to get anywhere with basketball. Maybe they might do something, but I haven't really seen Mexico do much, like sports-wise in the Olympics, like since the past, I would say decade. But they have been known for kind of shocking you. But like I said, don't be surprised if you don't really see them in the prediction here. But you want to know my predictions, and this might sound kind of biased, but I'm going to give you my predictions for the medal count for the basketball and for gold, silver, bronze, or whatever. So here's my prediction.
Go ahead.
USA gets gold, Spain silver, Argentina bronze. Because of Manu Ginobili.
And it was almost said too that some players from Spain have said, unquote, from the last Olympics, that they were quoted as saying, this is not over.
Well, yeah, of course, Spain's probably going to be the only challenge to Team USA. That's just my opinion. That's why I said USA, Spain, and Argentina.
Well, you also have to worry about another team now, and they've been growing huge. They may not be first place, second. They may not be first or second place. But when you look at the team, they have grown in the past. That's Japan.
I could see maybe China getting involved. I mean, Japan could. I'm not saying they won't. I'm saying they could, but I would rather. If I wanted to take on it, like to place my bets on between China and Japan, I would rather take my chances on China.
Yeah, but China, you have to remember, is a country. They don't play basketball the way we do. To them, basketball is more like playing skateboarding.
What? Skateboarding?
When you think about it, in other countries, in China, basketball is not the national sport. In China, the national sport is swimming.
Well, yeah, but skateboarding out of all things, that's kind of a weird way of putting it.
I mean, true. Because I was still working at the Florida Stock, I would say, hey, basketball, and they would say, oh, our kids still play that, but the adults don't. It's more of like a high school, elementary, middle school sport. Not once you get to an adult, you don't play it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. It's more like skateboarding. Because when you look at skateboarding here in the States, it's more of a sport that the kids do, but not necessarily the adults.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know it's a weird way of putting it. I mean, I guess it does make sense, but at the end of the day, skateboarding is kind of an odd little thing, though. Are they like trying to be like cool skaters and whatnot? I mean, are they wearing all these like Vans hats and Vans shoes? I mean, that sounds kind of stereotypical, but I mean, what's the deal behind that? Real quick, what's the deal behind that?
Yeah, well, when you look at it, like I said, I talked to some people who are from Japan, from China and stuff. To them, sports is a secondary thing. That's why China's teams are so are so down, but when you look at their swim team and stuff, when you get into the swim program, you can't, in China, you can't just get into the swim program. You were picked from as a baby to be compete on the swim team.
Oh, so it doesn't matter what gender you are. You have to be on there no matter what.
Right.
That's kind of odd. I mean, I can't even imagine that. That's like putting somebody into like one of the concentration camps saying, oh, you're born, you got to go. I mean, I really don't like the sound of that, honestly. I mean, if you want to go ahead and make it swimming as your career, I mean, go for it. But, I mean, it's one of those things where I just find it a little confusing. That's just me. But on that note, we are out of here today on Kyle the Pug Sports Review Show, episode number 15. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like the video. It definitely helps out my channel grow and beyond, you know, stuff like that. So, that being said, okay, here we go again. Cowboy Nick.
And also, just before we leave here as well, I want to let you all know this as well. Me and Kyle will try to bring you, when August starts, we'll try to bring you as much coverage of the Olympics as we can. Kyle will be making some video games, movie stuff about the Olympics, all little side details, and we'll be trying our best to bring you more. And this is Cowboy Nick saying this, not just Kyle, but this is Cowboy Nick, his partner that he dug up out in the desert of Iraq. So,
okay. All right. So that being said, that for Cowboy Nick. And I'm Kyle the Pug, a.k.a. Kyle Lodi, and we'll see you guys on Monday. That is right. We're going to be doing a show on Monday, so don't forget, my new Twitter link will be in the description below. Go follow it, and I will see you guys next time on Monday, same time, same place. Have a good day, and as always, stay safe. Peace!
You've been out all night, I don't know where you've been. You're slurring all your words, not making any sense. But I don't fucking care at all, 'cause I have hella feelings for you.